Welcome back to Coding with Zach. Today we are going to learn about if statements or if else statements or if else if else if statements. They're pretty cool. You use them probably every day. So it basically works like this. You have some code if, and then you have a case that you're going to check. That's a condition. And then you have the body of that code. So the outcome, else if is going to give you another condition to check, and then some more body of code that you can run. And then else does not check a condition, just kind of executes if nothing else is true. So if nothing else, do that. Uh, Practical applications, you use this all the time. So if you go out to the bar, case one, maybe you don't drink very much, and then you drive home. That's outcome one. If that's false and you do, then maybe case two is going to be if your friends are around, get a ride home from them. That's outcome two. If that's not true, and you have no friends and you're sad, that's why you're at the bar, then outcome three is maybe take an Uber home. Either way, you end up at the same place, but the way that you get there and the condition that you have to check is different each time. Let's see some code though, because that's what this is all about. So let's see. Here we have an integer my int. It is going to be, let's make it not 57. Let's make it 6. And then we're going to call this method is even. And that's going to check whether or not this is an even number. Oh, and we are going to run this later. Too soon, too soon. There we go. Perfect. So 6 is an even number. Of course it is. But how do we know it's an even number? This method basically checks this condition. So if the number is divisible by 2 with no remainder, that's what mod right here is. So mod 2, no remainder, then it's an even number. And then we just have this else condition, which basically says that's an odd number. And we know this because if a number is not even, then it is odd. So you don't need to check a condition, because if the first case is not true or is false, then you know it's an odd number. So if it's not even, then it's odd. Let's look at some code that's going to check more than one case though. So we can use this one, guess number to 5. This is a really great method that I wrote here. You'll see, great code. We're going to run that. So number is 4. What if we do 6? Number is greater than 5. So let's see how this works. So basically, we have guess number to 5. So we have this if condition. If the number is 0, print number is 0. Else if the number is 1, print number is 1. Else if it's 2, else if it's 3, 4, 5. So it basically checks if the number is 0 through 5. And then if it's not 0 through 5, or if none of the above are true, then it basically prints out number is greater than 5. So that's an example of else if statements. Some cool applications you can do with these, like an easy one is just to factor a number, because that's pretty straightforward. So let's say we have a number 57, and we want to know what its factors are. Well, let's see, 57 is divisible by 1, 3, 19, and 57. We did that by basically passing in our number and system outing and having a for loop. So we're going to start at 1, we're going to go all the way up to the number, and we're going to check if the number mod the index, or I, is remainder 0. So basically if it divides evenly or it's divisible by, if it's a factor of, then print that out. And I could have pushed that to an array and made it fancier, but works for this one. Some other ways you can use these would be, you could maybe take some input and then evaluate that input. So here we have this cool game that we made. So I'm thinking I have a number between 1 and 100. Play this all the time with your siblings. Let's say it is 80. Nope, try again. Let's say it's 14. Nope, try again. What if it's 57? Oh my god, amazing. I am crushing it. But bam, I'm gonna win a chicken dinner. So how's that work? So basically we have this while loop. So while guess count is greater than 0, we have 3 guesses. Print this question out thinking of a number, take the input, and then if the guess is equal to my int, which we defined up here as 57, then you win, show the picture, break out of the while loop, else stay in the while loop and say nope, try again, reduce the guess count, and print out the remaining guesses. So that's kind of a brief overview of how you would use an if statement or an if-else statement. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.